Okay, so while I was like sitting on working on the mask, I forgot about the bottom piece here. If you want to do that, I'm facing line or not even. Try to get it like this. See, this is what I'm looking at. Circle pieces here. It's the same paint style, and I'm just gonna do just something like, well, if you have brown, above what the mouth is, so it's just right there. Okay. Just like that. Just like that. It doesn't have to be like, you know, just get it lighter tone. I'm just really getting into it. Then it started to show more. Then there's this on the side, on the circle here. I guess it's a mistake. Where is that? So do whatever you can to get it as even far apart as you can't, because the whole point of trying to do is really so there's this white linings, almost like let's say, like, see this little white lining? Just go right by what this, where the hole is. Then use black to make a little circle. And here, just make the designing circle here. Then you should get it right where you want it. So that's what right now what I'm doing is just getting to that point. Sorry if I forgot about it. It's totally my bad. So with a little tiny black brush, this is when you make the details. Like, that's by accident. So I just use this. Two pigs. You just really get it even as you can, because obviously I did this side perfectly. So get it right by here when you do it. So this is the mistake part. I see you cannot be near to it. So what I'm about to do is just try to totally move a little bit out of it a little bit, as much as I can with white. Try to get this out of the way. Okay, this should be even enough. And I'm going to add the red ones. Have it probably just like that. That's what you're supposed to have it. So these are the two things on the bottom I just did. That's also the most important thing to have, that piece of features. Okay, so here's the second part of the method of making the mouthpieces with the same cup. But turns out by cutting this way, it created this nice little space like that. And of course I grab another one. This is the other cups I use, and I color into it. So cutting it a little bit smaller, just by once it's dry, I can just simply place it right in there, and just like that, it created this another illusional style of the mouthpieces that once it goes right on top of it, of course it's gonna be another pieces. It's gonna be in the center, and once all that coloring, you probably have much more effective mouthpieces, because look how it's wider. It's not flat, so probably try it that way if you want to make it a little more effective area around here. So that's one of the tip I think I'll probably give you. So that's my best tip, is just use this type of a cup that I just cut, leave it into the space, another cup or whatever, make it a little smaller so it can fit right inside, then color with a mixture of some black and white to make into a grading shade. And then when it's held up by glue or anything that sticks together, and then you simply get it right here, and then you have yourself at least somewhat as the best, at least a best special effect looking thing right there. So, and it still doesn't stick, so it just looks like that, and it just looks almost like that. That's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, it's paint, so let it dry. Once it's settled, you're gonna see how it looks once it's finished, and I'm gonna show you the trick of, because yeah. Okay, alright, if you have a silver paint, like this is the silver one I'm using, on the very end there's a silver lining on it, just like that one. I totally forgot, but I guess that's like about like the last thing you do. I assume it is the last thing to do. I mean, this is really, I know it's so hard to get everything all at once, but so I'm just show you, like, get it right to the edge, completely covered. Get it right there. So that's like pretty typical. Like, I really just gotta cover the whole thing, like just a little right there. Just a little. So I guess that's like the important thing is to put it in like such, just like that. Typically look just like this with this silver line. And oh boy, I'm using so much out of this. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to make like an actual mouthpieces with this cup. And right there. This is the small bottle of the cap. So here's the big one, this big yellow one. Okay. So try to see if I can make it like this. Okay, so here's the second part of the method of making a mouthpieces with the same cup. But turns out by cutting this way, it creates this nice little space like that. And of course I grab another one. This is the other cups I use and I color into it. So cutting it a little bit smaller, just by once it's dry, I could just simply place it right in there, and just like that, it created this another illusional style of the mouthpieces that once it goes right on top of it, of course it's gonna be another pieces. It's gonna be in the center, and once all that coloring, you probably have much more effective mouthpieces, because look how it's wider. It's not flat, so probably try it that way. Okay, so I just use any type of glue, and I'm just using this one. So this still, I made another pieces. So with a glue, it could be any way you want it. I'm gonna try to see if I can help these things down, and it should create some kind of a shadowing effect. This is the plastic, no vinyl paper. This is just typically so. It's like it's like a twirl side, not like a straight twirly looking. So doing like that should. There's a little circle in the center. So I'm gonna make a circle. See, by painting it, you won't see as much of the, well, anything much like as a cup. It looks like it's hard to be very unnoticeable. You got yourself like a very effective looking front covering of the cup. So that's what it's gonna look like. So this is what it's gonna be right. It's gonna be right. It's gonna be held right into the center here where I draw the lines. And yeah.